question number 4. So question number 4 says, given the graph below, write the equation of the function in vertex form. Alright? So if you guys recall, vertex form has a general form that looks something like this. Alright? So the general form for vertex form is y equal a parentheses x plus some number, let's call it b, squared plus some number, let's call it c. Alright? The way that we've done it in class is that I always tell you to set it up like this, where it's y equal parentheses x, some number, parentheses squared, some number on the outside. Alright? So that's how I've shown it to you. Okay? In this case, we were actually given what the vertex is. Alright? So we were given that the vertex is 2, 3. Alright? So again, we were given that the vertex is 2, 3. And if you guys remember, to figure out what's going to go here, you do the opposite of this first number and the same as the second number. So the opposite of the x value, same as your y value. Alright? So opposite of a positive 2 is a negative 2. Same as a positive 3 is a positive 3. Alright? So just by process of elimination, this is what my vertex form should somewhat look like. Alright? So just by process of elimination, b is already out because it has a positive 2 right here. Alright? What else could also be out? Well, that's the only one that I see that I can automatically eliminate because everything else has a positive 3 on the outside and a negative 2 on the inside. Alright? So now I'm going to try to figure out what else can I see. Well, because I see that it's facing down, because again my curve is facing downwards, that means that my leading coefficient is what? Negative. Alright? So again, because it's facing downwards, again it's facing down, that means it has a negative leading coefficient. Alright? So that means the number in front should be a negative number. Alright? So just by looking at that, guys, so again the number in front should be a negative number. Okay? Just by looking at that, which ones could you eliminate? I can eliminate a. Alright? So this one is out. So they're saying that there's supposed to be a specific number here. So I'm going to show you how you can find out what that specific number is. Alright? What you're going to do is that you're going to rewrite this equation and you're going to replace what is in front of your parentheses with the letter A. Alright? So we're going to replace it with the letter A. Okay? And then I'm going to rewrite my parentheses, my x, my minus 2, squared, and the plus 3. Okay? And what I'm going to do is at this point that is given, the 4, negative 5, I'm going to replace my 4 with my x and my negative 5 with my y. So, alright guys, so again, I'm going to replace my 4 with my x and my negative 5 with my y. So I would have negative 5 instead of y, alright, is equal to a parentheses. I'm going to put positive 4 for my x, okay, minus 2 squared plus 3. And then I'm going to try to find the value of a, okay. So to find the value of a, first things first, let me bring down the negative 5 because I see something inside the parentheses that I can calculate, all right. So what is 4 minus 2? 4 minus 2 is 2. Then I'm going to rewrite the squared and the positive 3. Okay? So now I'm going to square my 2. Okay? So when I square my 2, so the negative 5, I'm going to bring it down again. Alright? 2 squared is 4. Alright? So here I would have 4a. Alright? Because 2 squared is 2 times 2, which is 4. And then the a, I just write it beside of it. So 4a. Okay? And then the positive 3, I'm going to bring it down. Okay, so now we're getting close to what A could be. So to find A, I would need to move the 3 to the other side. How do I move a positive 3 to the other side? By subtracting 3 on both sides, all right? So when I do that, the 3's over here cancel out. The 4A, you're going to bring it down. And then what is negative 5 minus 3? Negative 8. Good job, guys. All right. Now I'm going to break up the couple. So I'm going to break up the 4 and the A by dividing both of them by 4. So I'm going to divide both sides by 4. All right. So your A, so I'm going to write it to the right over here. Your A is going to be equal to negative 8 divided by 4 is negative 2. All right. So your A is negative 2. Okay. So my equation that I have here, I'm going to rewrite it, and I'm going to replace my A with negative 2. So I would have Y equal, instead of A, I would put negative 2. And then everything else I'm going to rewrite. So parentheses X minus 2, parentheses squared, and then plus 3. And that is my answer. All right. So again, C would be out. All right. D would be my answer. E would be out. All right. So again, guys, that might be a little tricky, guys. Okay. So again, make sure you re-watch this video to get even more clarity. All right. So re-watch this video several times to get more clarity.